11 weeks now, and I am trying to change a filter. Let me see if I can change a nice filter for myself. Right. Filter. Ta-da. Okay, just do normal. All right. So welcome once again. We are actually having another episode today. It's actually one of my friends. So I think I'll introduce her later to all of you. And we're just waiting for more people to come online and we can actually get it started. All right, so before I actually bring Nicole on board, so Nicole is actually the founder, illustrator of her own company, which is Company of the Brave. She has started, I mean, I've known her for a really long time. Even before she started, she wasn't even illustrating yet. So I think what I want to talk to her about is for her to share her journey with us. And I'll just bring her on board and we can talk to her more about it. Please just leave it in the Instagram comment. This is also going live on Facebook. So if those people who have comments on Facebook as well, you can let us know. And then we will get to them. Okay, we're just waiting for Nicole to come online. All right, I need to invite Nicole again. Okay. We're just waiting for her to join. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, wait. Let me adjust my screen. Just now you rejected my call.
Yeah, sorry, I pressed the wrong button.
It's okay.
Like,
okay.
Oops, what did I press?
Yeah. Okay. So maybe before we start, right, Nicole? I think maybe you want to introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi, I'm Nicole, and like Belle said, I founded Company of the Brave, which is like an illustration design studio. I used to how we knew each other was through fashion blogging, and at the time when I was still blogging. And then I did photography and video, and I also currently teach part-time. I teach entrepreneurship at a poly part-time. Yeah.
Oh, that's something new. I didn't know you were teaching entrepreneurship.
Yeah. It's just something new that I recently did.
How long has that been?
Like this is my third semester, so maybe about a year-ish plus.
Oh, not bad, Yeah, I mean, okay, that's something new for me. I think normally you don't really talk about that.
Yeah, not really lah. I mean, because it's I don't teach a lot. No, it's not a huge part of my day, but it does take up some time lah. Yeah.
Okay, so I think one of the first questions that I wanted to ask you was, how do you get started in the digital space? Because I don't even know whether you remember how long we have known each other. It's really like way like ages ago.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I
I
think
remember
you
it's
just
through blogging.
yeah, but I think you just graduated not too long ago from university.
Yeah. And then tell me the
So
story.
okay, so basically, so both of us knew each other from fashion blogging, but I remember that time I knew you cause blogging, but I remember you finished university and then that's where you had to make a decision whether you want to do a corporate job, but you decided to ditch that and set up your vintage shop. You still remember your thrifting shop?
Yeah.
So for all those people who just join us, right? Actually, Nicole didn't start with like illustration. She started with fashion and selling vintage clothes online lah. So that's how she started in the digital space. Am I right to say? Or you can share with people.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, I think more or less, yeah. I wanted to do editorial, but then like there wasn't an opportunity. So I just thought like I'll just start a blog because at the time this blogging thing was quite new.
Correct.
And yeah. Yeah.
So how do you like let's say, because I know then after from you were already doing your own photos, right? Because you were doing your own like online shop. So how did
Yeah.
your love for photography came from fashion blogging, then it evolved into like taking photos for like your online shop? That's back then lah.
Yeah, definitely. Like I mean, I wanted when I started my fashion blog, I mean, I would take photos from other people or reshare
Mm,
certain stuff, but after a while, I felt like I wanted to create my own content. So like I
correct.
borrowed my dad's like digital camera. At that time, the cameras were only like 2 megapixel or something like that, something very very
Huh?
low. Yeah,
Cannot
I
be
don't know.
pixels lah. I don't think it's too like 12
Or
megapixel is
12,
it?
I don't know, maybe 12 or
I
something
think
like
I
just really
think
bad.
I think yeah, I think 10 because during that time was like all the D, is it Nikon D series were all coming out, and then the Canon.
I don't know. Mine was like some unknown brand, like some Chinese brand or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So I started with that, but of course, subsequently I improved on my camera gear lah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
So sorry, what was the question?
Uh, did your love did your love for
Sorry,
photography
Sunday.
did your love for photography came about from fashion blogging?
Ah, yes, yes, definitely, definitely. Yeah. So like the more I took photos, the more I realized that I really enjoyed the photography aspect of it. And then like
Mm.
from there, I think people started coming to the blog also because of that unique thing that I added to like the scene. And
Yeah.
people started to ask me for my photography services after a while. Yeah, so I also took it for
Oh.
my fashion, yeah, for my vintage shop, right? And then like
Mm.
slowly that was how the interest built for that business.
Mm. So how did it turn to something more serious? Was it when people started asking you like for your photography like services?
Yeah, yeah. So more and more people started to reach out for this particular thing. Like
Mm.
Love Bonito was one of my first fashion clients, and then I
Correct.
also did street style for like the Howell Plus, which is like the digital website.
Mm.
And yeah, so like all these small little jobs started coming in, and then I realized that I had an interest in photography, and I stopped my vintage shop to kind of pursue that full time. And then at that time, one of my
Correct.
friend was getting married also, so like she needed
Mm.
a second photographer, and then I just did it for fun, and yeah, then it just snowballed from there.
Mm. So then, okay, so now you talked about the wedding photography, right? How did you like really get on board like fully with the wedding photography? Um, is that different from what you were taking photos of, like all your vintage clothings and your blog?
I think that it's a little bit of both because like for my blog, I would also go to like events and then take some like event photos.
Mm.
So and then on the other hand, I also do portraits. So like wedding is
Correct.
kind of a mix of both, right? So events and
Yes.
portraiture. So I think that it was a very nice mix of things that I had been trying out already.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
so jumping into that was quite natural, even though stressful
Mm.
at first because you don't know what's going on, but it was quite
Yeah.
natural.
Mm.
Yeah.
The What would you say is your favorite thing to like film or like take photos of? Because I know then after that from your wedding photography, you also do videography, right? Because I know that is a little bit different. Yeah, so like which is your favorite to film or take photos of?
Like the subject, is it?
Subject, it could be people, it could be objects.
I think for me, like it's quite there's like a very common thread. I just love to take
Yeah.
photos of people. And even like now my illustration is also like I like to draw people. So I
Yeah,
don't know, I
correct.
think I'm just very interested in yeah, like the human storytelling
Mm.
aspect. And that's
Mm.
something that I really enjoy.
What about, let's say, if you could pick one theme to like film for the rest of your life, like what would you do?
Wow, okay. I think it would probably be centered around the story of kind of overcoming challenges and
Mm.
overcoming the odds. I think that's like a topic that I find I constantly get a lot of inspiration from and a lot of motivation from to hear how other people overcome their challenges. So if I had to pick, it would definitely be that, I think.
So would that be now your new project since I've asked you the question?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, now that you pointed it out, yeah. Like, for one of my passion projects, I actually did this like documentary about mothers, right, and how they navigate motherhood and their work and all that, the modern mom. So I found that process very interesting just to hear from different stories. So yeah, maybe, I'll go and think of some new project to do.
Yeah, so maybe you want to describe like your transition from your creative journey, right, since graduation till now, because I know since graduation till now, right, there's actually been a lot of changes with your creative journey, right? So can you describe that transition?
Wow.
No,
Okay.
not in just one word, like a series of sentences lah. And people can understand better. Yeah.
I feel like I'm constantly pivoting.
Okay.
That's what I feel, yeah. But okay, I didn't graduate like from an art school or whatever, right? I actually graduated from SMU, which is a business school, and I majored in systems, like information systems. So it's kind of like IT.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's very, very different. Yeah, so even when I was in school, I already knew that path was not what I wanted to do, but I wanted to finish, my education. So that's why I picked up fashion blogging. So I always feel like I'm always picking out something on the side and then kind of working on it for a few years, and then my journey will kind of tweak a little bit. So it feels quite similar, but I would say I feel like I am on a ship and I just keep adjusting my rudder. Is it called rudder? To go in the right direction that I want or that I feel is right. Yeah.
Correct. So what do you think, like what do you see, I mean, since you have been doing so many different types of like creative projects, right? Where do you see yourself in the next like 5 years? Besides just, okay, so now you come to illustration, right? So is the next like 5 years, you're going to be a filmmaker, or you're going to produce an independent film, or you're going to, I don't know, have your own like art exhibition of like photos? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? I'm helping you navigate.
Yeah. This is a career progression for me. I think for me, like at one point of my life, I did want to make an independent film or whatever. But I enjoy watching movies. I enjoy watching films. It's one of my most favorite pastimes. But I think like in terms of my personality, it's kind of challenging for me to I realize like even getting someone on an interview, like you do it so well, right? But for me to reach out to someone, it feels like wow, like climbing a mountain. So I think for me, like one goal that I may have is like I want to do a storybook or just write a book about, like you say, maybe it's on the topic of overcoming the odds and like, overcoming certain challenges in life, and yeah, maybe do a graphic novel or something like that. I do have might take 5 years, but I don't know.
I do have one friend that illustrated children's book. Yeah. Then after that, I think he's like more graphic, like how to say, I know, like more comic style kind of drawing. Then I think now he has his print like in some of like the areas of like Singapore lah. Yeah, so
nice.
So actually I think you should like go for it, because I think writing book really takes a few years. I mean, you can start now, but you finish like 5-10 years later. Yeah, but if you don't start, then the story will never be complete lah.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a good thing. So one of the things that I wanted to do was I wanted to go into doing publication, as in like studying about publication. But I'm not sure whether they offer it in Singapore or not. So I mean that's my next. Yeah, and then my next 5-year project is I think sewing, because I'm really bad at sewing.
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah. Sew holes in like clothes can lah, but like sewing, like crocheting or whatnot, that I think I can't.
Yeah. But yeah, go for it, man. It's a fun project. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can consider.
Yeah, go ahead, go
Sorry,
ahead.
sorry. You can consider the visual comms, I think, in like poly or like the art schools. That's usually what it's called.
Correct.
And they don't specialize in publication, but it is one of the topics, I guess, that they cover. Yeah, yeah. It's interesting.
But for me, it's quite hard lah, cause I run a business also.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
it's even harder. If it's an online business, I think it'll be easier to manage. But I think if it's like a physical business, of course, there are a lot of other things that come into play lah. So not so easy. I can just take leave and then okay, then I just go and study. So it's a bit harder for me. Yeah, but we'll move on to our next question. So I wanted to ask, like, what's the most fun project you have ever been a part of? And then you have to like describe like how you got into it and then what you learned from it and whatnot.
For illustration, is it?
Whether it's illustration, it could be like wedding or I don't know, photo shoot.
Okay, one of the most like so-called fun projects that I had was probably with Singapore Dance Theatre.
Wow.
Yeah, so I shot for them for like about 2 years, I think, and after that I had to stop because just because of work and timeline. But I thoroughly enjoyed my time there with the dancers, with the art directors, and like the stage production people. It was really fun and fulfilling for me. And the interesting thing was that when I actually wrote in an email like before working with them to like say to offer my photography services and all that. But as usual, sometimes your email gets lost in
correct.
in a mess. So there was no reply and everything. But like I think I still really love ballet and I love that thing. So I actually called one of my model friends at Constance to help me pretend to be a ballerina, and I gave her the shoes and like we went for like a photo shoot, and then I just put out the photos, and then those photos was seen by the owner of this dancewear company, Sonata, and then she contacted me for a shoot. Yeah. So they contacted me and we did a shoot together, and the shoot was with one of the SDT dancers. And then so the art director saw that photo and then called me in just to chat and have an interview about shooting with them. So in the end, like I was very shocked by how the door opened. And very, very happy. Yeah. So that
Not
was one of
bad.
the most
Like
memorable things.
one thing led to another.
Yeah, so I always feel like, even if you don't get the answer that you want or the door doesn't open, just find another way to express your passion, to express your interest. And you really never know like what will happen.
Correct.
Like link here, link there, and then something happens.
Yeah. When you were just saying about this, I remembered and one of the questions is not one of the questions that I wanted to ask you lah, but I wanted to ask you during the time when you graduated, right? I mean, usually the usual norm for Singapore is like, I graduate from university, I will go and find a proper job. Then your parents were like, hey, okay, you find job now, good. Then, you earn money for the house. So was it difficult for you during that time? Because I know back then, like many years ago for us, getting a good job after graduating from university was still fairly important. I mean, it hasn't come to the stage now where people say that it's not just about education anymore. So how was it like back then? And like, what did your parents feel about it and how do you overcome that?
Yeah, at that time, my parents were very, very worried. I mean, as usual. Typical, yeah. But now they're very supportive. Whatever I want to do, they know that I can carry it out. So they are very supportive and but at that time they were very worried, and then newspaper, they like to publish like, oh, SMU graduates have like, wow, I don't know what's the starting pay like, what very high, and then you'd be like, oh no, you're not there. Then like
yeah, correct.
Yeah, so at the very beginning, when you first start something, maybe you don't look very busy. So every morning I'll be using my computer, and then my dad would be like, what are you doing? Are you just watching TV? He's trying to get me into job interviews and all that kind of thing.
Correct.
And then, I would get advice from people that why do you want to start doing something on your own when you haven't like worked for anyone yet? Like maybe you should go and work and get experience. And I think it's a good advice. It may not work for everyone, but it's definitely, it does have some like, you know, weight to it, because there are some entrepreneurs who do benefit a lot from working for a startup or another company, and then they use all those expertise. But I think for me, I just wanted to do it. I just wanted to try and get my hand dirty, and I didn't want to go the traditional route. I wanted an adventure, basically. I mean, also, because you know that if you go the normal corporate route, you know, you roughly know where you will end up. So it's not, yeah. I guess I just wanted something different.
Did you, I mean, now that it has been so many years, right? Do you regret the journey? Or what are some of the key points you have learned in that journey for yourself?
Oh, wow, not at all. I don't regret the journey at all. In fact, I found it very, very fulfilling. Firstly, I learned a lot about faith, and I learned a lot about the progress, and being patient, and also security. Like honestly, like self-esteem. I feel like taking this route really forces you to look at where your confidence comes from and what are you basing your self-worth on, because you know you don't have all the safety net of like a big title or a big paycheck. So I think like that is such an important lesson that I learned through this journey, even though I'm still learning it. You know, I'm still learning it from time to time. Sometimes your confidence dips a bit, but I don't think I can, it's just too good of a lesson to trade it for anything for me.
Okay, so now that you're doing illustrations, right, how did you actually switch to that? Because I mean, I've been knowing you for like so many years, right? Of course I've seen your drawings lah. I mean, over time. So how do you switch? How do you switch to that? And then like based on like drawing illustration, right? Were you like self-taught or you went to school for it? As in like after lah.
Okay. I actually love illustration and art from very young already. But you know, from Sec 2 you get streamed, and then you can't. I got streamed into the art stream, science stream, and then I can't take art anymore. So that was quite sad. But then so that's kind of why I got into photography also, because I thought like I can't draw, so then I'll just take photo of the subject. But like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I felt like I just wanted to try something new, because at that time I've been doing my photography and wedding business for a while, and I just wanted to try to have a hobby, because like, you know, when your hobby becomes your job, right? And then, like, you kind of don't have a hobby. So I just explored a lot of different things. I explored like playing the ukulele, poetry writing. I even bought a typewriter and all that kind of thing. But illustration was the one that really stuck, because I just really enjoyed the process. Even though at the beginning my illustrations were a bit weird, like it didn't look nice lah, to be honest.
Okay. My kind of drawing is like Charles, something that I really wanted to improve on. But I had no patience lah. I think my kind of hands-on is more like sports. So I really tried. Like I even auditioned for LaSalle because I wanted to do fashion design.
Okay.
So I really like this really hard, you know, but like my portfolio really looks so gross. I mean, of course, I didn't get selected in lah. Then I went on to go and do other things lah. Yeah, but for your illustration, were you like, did you teach yourself, or like how long did it take?
So I learned it on myself, even though I wanted to. I did dream of going to LaSalle and whatever, but like the school fees are so expensive. So I told myself like, okay, you know what, you can also take your time to learn it outside, and it's kind of like the same thing. So basically how I started was, through copying, right? So I would see a piece of art that I like, and I would try to copy it, and then I would look at, like, you know, the comparison and what is lacking in that in the final piece. Yeah, so it was just a process of like stripping it down, like stripping illustration down to the basics, and then practicing the basics, and then just having fun with it. So I'll kind of mix I'll kind of mix technical stuff with just having fun, and then every other day I would draw, and I totally had no problems with drawing every day.
How long did
so 2 years later.
Oh, 2 years later.
Yeah, 2 years later, yeah. 2 years later, I finally looked up after doing one drawing that I really liked, and I was like, whoa, okay, I finally feel like my skill is at a level that I imagine in my mind. Because you know, sometimes in your mind you think, and then what you draw, it doesn't look that nice. Yeah.
So how has the process been, like 2 years, like seeing yourself progress from where you started until now?
What was it like seeing?
Yeah, correct. Because you will see the change. I mean, maybe you see a drawing every day, you can't see lah. But if you took a really old like illustration comparing to something you did like maybe a few days ago, yeah. So how has that been? Seeing yourself
it's very
grow?
different. Yeah. In fact, I recently just posted two illustration that is quite similar, but one was done in 2018 and one was done in 2020. And it's so different. But of course, at that time, when 2018, when I drew it, I was happy with my progress. But in 2020, you can see how much has changed. And I think, like, honestly, if you tell me at the beginning that I had to invest 2 years to master it, I'll be like, wow, that's way too long. But actually, if it's a perspective, so sometimes if you don't know how long the journey is at the beginning, it's also better. Like, just imagine that it's going to be a long journey, and as long as you enjoy the process, like, don't think about it until don't keep counting the days and counting the results.
True. Are you still doing like your wedding photography business?
Okay, yeah, because of CB, right? So
yes,
it's definitely slowed down because I'm not so sure about whether I should commit in advance. So there are people who write in and about normal big weddings and like for 2021, let's say. But I am still a bit hesitant to kind of commit because I'm just not sure what's going on. So so now I'm just taking it on an ad hoc basis, and it's like for very, very small weddings, right? Because now you can only have like 20 people in the wedding, including the photographer and the videographer. Yeah. So
oh yeah, because I was asking that because I realized that I see your husband in front of the lens even lesser and lesser. Because last time I would use, because of your wedding photography, I used to see him more, right? So how is he doing, by the way? Because don't really see him like in front of the lens as much anymore. Is he still helping you with like the business?
Yeah, so he has slowed down a bit. I mean during the circuit breaker, because he's also doing a lot more teaching. Yeah, and also I mean, I still do take photos of him. He still appears in my photo. I just don't put it up as often anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but so we did it. We were still doing it a lot until I think the last big wedding that we shot was in March, the 1st of March.
This year.
No, wait, 29. Yeah, this year. And then circuit breakers, so no big weddings. Yeah.
How's it like working with your husband? Because I think from a photography or videography point of view, both of you would have different different tastes when you do creative things. So how's it like working with him? Because you need to be one team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we definitely have similar vision. We have a similar vision of what we want to be in our photos and what we want to be in our videos, videographers or with other photographers. But it's just more of like when you work with other companies, it's kind of like a dance, like, you know, your first date, you don't really know each other, and then you're trying to sync up because you're supposed to work on one wedding together. Whereas if I work with him, I already know what he's looking for. He knows what I'm looking for in photos. So it's a lot easier to coordinate our movement so that we don't like get into each other's ways too much. Yeah, so it's quite easy. And we actually call each other during the wedding, so I can talk to him like, hey, you are in my shot or something like that. Like, yeah, so it's actually a lot easier for me. It's a lot easier.
What's one thing that when you're working together, right, ticks you off? Like, for example, besides the you are in my shot, right, is there something funny like ticks you off like about him?
About him?
Or he's a great partner to work with.
Yeah, honestly, he is a great partner to work with. But at the beginning, you know, when we first started working together, I would say like there's definitely friction because you're still trying to get used to it, and it's not so much about what he does, but I think it's more of like my impatience, because like he's coming from a very different he's coming from a different background, right? So and wedding like moves so quickly, so sometimes like I would get impatient, and I need to control myself. So I think it was more of my my impatience, which I thought it was a very good training for me, because I think it also improves our relationship outside work, to learn to be patient with one another.
So when you were talking about the circuit breaker, so 29 March was the final wedding that you did, right? How did
1st of March.
Oh, 1st of March. How did it actually play out when like the circuit breaker finally hit? Then you had to like don't get as much work or whatnot. So how has that like affected you like on a business level? Because you do run different angles of your business, not just illustration. You do wedding as well. So how has that like impacted you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, to be honest, it's a loss of income. But I think we are in a good place because we are diverse in our income source. And also, you know, I had company at the but it gave me something else to focus on, and also like just to get a bit of supplementary income. So and also we kind of save quite a bit. I mean, being being self-employed, is just something that you will want to do naturally, because you know you never know what's going to happen. So we do practice saving, and that's why I feel we managed to survive. But of course, not to say that it's not stressful. Like, you do think about like, oh no, what's going to happen, like, you know, in the future, how am I going to be affected, what should I do? But yeah, that's why I always think that it's important to diversify a little bit. Yeah, even in your business. Yeah, how about you? Your business was also affected, right, by circuit breaker?
So for us, what happened was when circuit breaker happened, we just like, I think within 1 week we took everything online. But it was a challenge for us because I mean it's a good each, and then that's it. One of the new challenges that we had was that we had to film everything, because circuit breaker means, I mean, you can't meet people in person, so we filmed everything. We had a new challenge of like creating a lot of digital content, and I thought it was good because I think one of my secret dreams was to be like YouTuber lah. But I mean, you know, YouTuber in Singapore is not easy, because I think to even be on the YouTube partnership program, you need at least, I think, 1,000 subscribers, if I'm not wrong. So without
they actually increased the criteria now.
So for me it was fun, because I mean, a lot of people say, you like to be in the center of attention, but I mean, growing up I was doing performing arts. So for me, performing arts, and I was in dance, so you're always in front of like a camera, or you're always in front of people. So I thought that it was a good opportunity for myself, because good thing is that I thick skin lah, so I'm not shy, right? So in front of the camera,
awesome, man.
easy.
That's your
Yeah,
superpower.
but a lot of people don't know that actually I can be very quiet. So once I become so quiet, right, usually people get they feel weird because suddenly the noise is not there anymore. Yeah, but we came out with a lot more things. Like I went to do live classes on YouTube. I did live classes for our own clients. And that's how this podcast came about. And one of my secret dreams was also to do podcasts. So I was actually waiting maybe like years down the road in the near future when I start to have like kids or children, right? Then I'll start doing podcasts because there's a lot of things to talk about. But because of this circuit breaker, like what a lot of companies say, a lot of ideas that you had before, right, just suddenly fast forward in a mere of like 2 months. Yeah, so that's why I started this podcast, and someone has asked me like how long I plan to document the journey like of my life in the years to come. So let's say if like I have kids, right, then the topic will change because I'll end up interviewing mothers. So there will always be something to talk about. Yeah, so actually this circuit breaker, it's good lah, and I think it gave us a break because we are always on the go. I'm not a person that likes to stay at home. For me, I always joke like sleeping, right, is a waste of time. Like I don't like to sleep. So sleeping to me is a waste of time because I want to wake up early, get things done, and just make sure that my day is well spent lah. Yeah, so it was a good break for us, and I finally and I picked up a new hobby. So the new hobby was like because I used to be a sprinter, so I don't run long distance. So now I actually run like 3 times a week since circuit breaker.
Wow.
And then now post circuit breaker back into work, I still do that.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so like for us, yeah, though like you say no like loss of income, right? But I think we are very fortunate and blessed to be in a country that provides lah. I mean, we are really in better shoes than a lot of other countries. So I think that's something that we need to be grateful for because like what you say, saving is important because it's one of the security blankets, and I think our government has really saved lah. So that's why we're able to like cope through, because for us it's really no income because we don't have anything like online. Yeah, but I thought it was quite fun because now people call me, oh, Val, now you become like influencer, huh? Like you do TikTok video also, whatever not. I mean, it was never about being an influencer lah. But it's more so I think to just keep engaged. So I think the circuit breaker was a good thing like for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
Yeah. But not so much about me lah. Today is about you lah.
No, but I'm interested to hear your story too.
Yeah. But I guess it brings back to what I was doing before, like fashion blogging. Yeah. So it's like something like being in front of the lens again lah. And my husband doesn't like to be in front of the lens, so I'm always the one like get pushed forward. But I guess if I enjoy doing it, then I think it's not so bad lah.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah.
So
That's good.
one of the questions that I wanted to ask was like, what are some of the things that you really enjoyed like during the circuit breaker? Because it was like completely almost no human beings outside. So what are some of the things that you enjoyed during that time?
Wow. Okay, I think my answer is going to be quite different from yours. Because I don't usually like to go out a lot, but I thought I had to go out. I can stay at home like a lot.
Your a lot
And
is
I
what was
spent
the
a lot of
longest you stayed home?
I think like maybe 2-3 days, like I don't go out. And I'm honestly quite shocked because I thought I would feel like very sick about being cooped up at home. Yeah. But yeah, I spent a lot of time like cleaning my house and sorting out stuff. You know, just stuff that you don't get to do normally because you're just so busy with life. And I also picked up journaling again, like having time to write down my thoughts and all this kind of thing. And I thought that was quite good for me. in terms of
Mm,
like mental health and all this kind of
correct.
thing. Yeah.
What do you like now that circuit breaker's over, right? Then all of us are back like in the work field. What do you miss about circuit breaker that you wish you could bring back? But now it's like it's not there anymore.
Actually,
Yeah, because
not.
I'm speaking from like okay, because I'm a like extrovert person, right? So sometimes a
Yeah.
lot of times like okay, actually extroverts, right? We don't quite understand how introverts work because we are just on the completely like different spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah, so someone
Yeah,
told
I
me
mean,
that stay home forever. Oh my gosh.
yeah, I'm quite like that. I mean, like, it's not that I don't love interacting with people. I do love,
Hmm.
hanging out with the people that I love and all this.
Yeah.
It's just that it tires me out. Like, so,
Huh, people
maybe
tires you out.
yeah, like interaction tires me out.
Okay, and then continue.
Yeah. So, like maybe I would feel, like the downtime in between different social interactions is a bit too short for me, like post circuit breaker, before circuit breaker. But then like because of circuit breaker, everything's a lot more like spread out and like it just gives me time to catch my breath. Yeah, but I definitely it's so different from you. Like, you can like on Sunday you're still on, that kind of thing. On Sunday I'm like, eh.
Yeah, I went to the gym at 7 a.m. today. Yeah, cause we go to like I mean even though we own like a studio, we have our own gym, right? But it's not near home. So the nearest we will go to is the SG gym. So as you know now you have to book the slot, right? So we booked the slot and like it's only 1.5 hours. So you had to go in there like chop and then the auntie was screaming at us, hey, 8:30 already, everybody get out, like the cleaners need to go and clean. Yeah, so
Okay.
so yeah, so I think exercise is quite important. I mean for me lah, exercise quite important lah.
Yeah, no, definitely. I tried to during circuit breaker, but like
Maybe you should join us every Thursday for our live YouTube workout. It's only 10 minutes only. Okay, so
yeah, I'll join. Yeah.
I wanna ask like because you are running a local business. I mean I myself also running a local business, but I wanted to hear from you why is it important to support local businesses in general?
Okay.
Five reasons.
Wow, 5 reasons.
Yeah. Because you I mean you yourself also like an entrepreneur, you're also a local business owner. So I think for us we tend to support local businesses as well because we are one ourselves.
Well, I think from the business side of things, I always feel that of course I would love everyone to support local, but I think firstly you need to have a good product or service.
Yeah.
In order for people to want to choose you. And then let's say you already have that. I think like being local is something that is you are able to provide like a special something that the locals will be able to kind of appreciate or fulfill a need that is a lot stronger to what there are times where only Singaporeans or only your local people can really understand the message or like you can understand their lifestyle and you can meet their needs better. So I think that the more you support local, the more you will get services or products that are very tailored to your lifestyle, and I think it's a win-win for both.
Yeah.
That's one of the main reasons I feel, and also I think a lot of people get a huge satisfaction from supporting a small company that grows into an established company, and there's just a lot of joy in that. I think like a lot of people like to support our local let's say our music scene, our local artists, and like recently there's this artist Charlie who is like so huge. I remember like many years ago, when I was doing a studio session with one of my clients, she actually passed me his CD, and that was like so long ago when he was still in Australia, and she passed me his CD to go and listen to. And I think that that actually, you know, that feeling of being a part of someone's success is quite enriching, and you get to see their journey. Yeah, so I think it's definitely good to support local. Yeah. I can't
Maybe
think of 5
like
reasons, honestly.
no, I think it's okay. Like it's enough to fulfill 5 reasons. Like I mean, yeah, it's a local business. It could be something that you have been supporting for a long time, or something new you discovered during circuit breaker. Because I think during circuit breaker, online shopping like hit a new like high. So what are some of the favorite like local business that you like? It can be food, it can be anything.
Yeah, I mean, definitely is food, right? A lot. I eat a lot of food. I mean, just my local like hawker vendors and all that. Like, that's one. Other local brands. I mean, recently I have my friends fashion. These 2 sisters, and they are very into like they're very good in the way that they are very true to their passion and true to what they believe in. So they really believe in sustainability, and they really are willing to, you know, pay a price for it, because, you know, like being sustainable is not easy, and sometimes you lose customers, but they are willing to put their money behind it. Yeah, so that is one that I really I really appreciate them, and I support them. Other local shops, like coffee shops, cafes, basically. I like to go to cafes. Yeah, and especially if they are like very indie, I like to go and try the coffee and see how they like, and give them a shout. But in terms of clothing, I actually don't really shop a lot. I still thrift. Yeah.
Thrifted lah. Yeah,
that's
but this is a thrifted top since like when I was 21 or like 22. So this is like 8 years ago, you know. Yeah, I still have it.
Yeah, so thrifting is something that I really like to do. Yeah, because it also supports charities anyway, so it's a double win. Yeah. Other than that, what do I buy? I don't really buy much stuff though. Yeah, I don't really buy much stuff.
During circuit breaker, one of the things that usually I don't do, but one of the things I did was I started drinking bubble tea again. So for me, right, bubble tea is something that like I don't drink at all, almost never anymore. But I think because during circuit breaker, you just cooked out at home. And to me, supporting local hawkers or food business was very important. I think because one of their business at CBD area. So that's why for me, supporting local food business was quite important. I mean, not say other businesses are not important, but I mean, we need to eat food every day. Yeah, so then after that, I started like, ordering all the bubble tea. And of course, it's all like local brands. As it started locally, so it's not, I don't think it was a franchise. Yeah. So then, bubble tea.
Nice. Yeah, definitely. I feel like hawker food needs to be supported. Like we will rotate to make sure, like, you know, everybody gets a bit of our money.
Yes, correct. What other things did I? Oh, then I started buying more sustainable products.
Okay.
Like reusable coffee cup. Oh, but then I was very upset because like I wanted to use a reusable coffee cup. You know, the collapsible one. Then Starbucks don't allow you to use it now because of like hygiene purposes.
Yeah,
so I was like, oh man, because you know, you can save money, right? If you bring your own cup.
Yeah.
So
30 cents or 50 cents, right?
50 cents, 50 cents.
Cents.
Yeah, so like I can't do it now. So I was like a bit upset because I bought it so that I can bring it out to like, hey yo, I can use that, I can't use. So I was quite upset about that. Yeah. Oh well.
Oh.
Yeah, but yes, what?
One of the brands, the Paper Bunny. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Stationery, yeah.
I'm using their card holder now, the one that they did the collaboration with Starbucks.
Yeah.
I still use it now. Yeah, so their goods are actually not too bad. There's actually one Paper Bunny shop near my workplace. I think it's a standalone.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's one there.
Pop up.
Correct.
Nice.
All right, we are going to the last part of like this podcast. So the last part is actually rapid fire questions. Do you know how it works?
Yeah.
Okay, don't scare. So usually, normally I give people 10 questions, but I prepared 12 questions for you.
Okay.
12. So how it works is that I ask a question really fast, and you only have like 5 seconds to answer. If you don't answer within 5 seconds, I'll move on to the next question. But usually I'm quite nice because when we do interviews, of course people want to hear your answers, right? So normally it will be longer than 5 seconds lah. I mean, I would like let the person say lah. Okay.
This is the difference between introvert and extrovert. Extrovert dares to tell their answer immediately. Introvert like to think about their answer.
No.
I don't know, that's for me lah.
I think if the tables get turned around and I get the rapid fire questions, I may not be able to survive it.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you ask me my favorite food, then I'll be like, whoa, I have tons. I eat everything. Because sour, sweet, spicy, bitter. So how I choose? So I think I'll fail at it lah.
Okay, I'll try my best.
Okay, question 1. Who is your favorite superhero and why?
Wow. Wonder Woman.
Okay, why?
Why? Because I didn't expect her to be so cool, because like, when you see like the old comics, not so cool, but like I really like the new Wonder Woman, and I think like I like the music, and I like that she's a woman and she's cool. Yeah, and the complexity of like love but fighting for justice, and
correct.
So I like Wonder Woman.
Okay, what is your favorite hobby?
My favorite hobby? Making kimchi.
Oh, strange,
Yeah.
I thought you draw.
Yeah, I already draw. Yeah. I do love drawing, so every day I will draw that. But I'm trying to think of something, different.
Okay,
But
question
that's the
number
other
3.
thing
Yeah, maybe you should teach me, because I wanted to make. I love eating kimchi. I love eating kimchi. Yeah. Okay, question 3. What's your favorite Singaporean food? You only can choose one. One. Singaporean food.
Soto.
Oh,
Mee soto.
that's very nice. Okay,
with chili and bergedil.
I just had lontong this morning with bergedil and chili.
Yeah, that's the best.
Okay, coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Super introvert.
Okay.
Complex. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh my god, this is so difficult. Oh yeah.
One more.
I like to think a lot.
Okay.
That's not really describing, but I don't know. Please let me go.
Deep. Is it called a deep thinker?
Yeah,
is that a word?
I like to think. Yeah. I like to think deeply. I don't
How
get
many
very,
books?
like, comfortable.
How many books have you read so far this year? That's question 6.
Ooh. Well, quite a lot. Especially during the circuit breaker, I listened to a lot of audio. So, one of it was the Essentialism, Holocaust, and
someone says hi, Nicole.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah, and I read a lot. I think maybe easily eight to 10 books.
Wow, that's
I don't
quite a
know, is
lot.
that a lot? I'm not sure.
Yes, I have read only one book, like for maybe 1 year because I'm so busy, so I just need one book. Yeah, so that's a lot. I mean,
Okay.
okay, what's the most interesting thing you have in your purse or wallet right now?
In my purse or wallet. Okay, I
One.
have this bottle of essential oil. That's the most interesting thing.
But
I
why is it
put the
inside?
essential oil. Yeah, because
Oh,
I don't, the mask very smelly, right? I don't know, got this smell. The mask has this smell, right? So I like to put that thing inside so that it doesn't smell so bad. Yeah.
okay. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning?
To get dressed, is it? Quite fast,
Yes.
maybe about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes.
Oh, that's quite fast, eh.
Yeah,
I take
yeah.
I take 1 hour, you know.
Oh,
Because
really?
I
But
like
not
my
including
mornings.
breakfast.
No, don't eat breakfast, no time.
Okay. I
What
will eat
supply in
breakfast.
no leh, I wouldn't leh. Cause I would rush out all the time.
Right.
Okay, what supply in your house is running low?
Rice. I don't know what.
No, because rice was the one that was everybody buying rice right previously. That's why I laugh.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's running out.
What is your least favorite drink or beverage?
Least favorite drink.
Mm.
I don't really drink soda drinks.
Okay. What advice did
Like sweet
you
drinks.
what advice did you get that was the most rewarding?
Advice.
Mm.
Most rewarding. To have empathy and compassion for people who may give you like they may hate on you or give you a
Mm.
comment that you feel offended by.
Mm. Okay, last one. What do you eat for breakfast today?
Oh, I had yogurt with dragon
Mm.
fruit and
Whoa.
coffee.
Dragon fruit is the red or the white flesh?
The red one.
Oh,
It's slightly
that
sweeter.
day I ate that, it make me like LS.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, so dragon fruit actually helps you it helps you like pass motion.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Okay. The last the rapid fire questions are over, but I wanted to ask you one more last question was maybe what's your word of advice for like maybe like because you know now we have a lot of graduates that are just coming out, right, during this season of time. And you coming from the non-traditional way after you graduated, what's one piece of advice that you will give them during this time before we end off? Mm.
I would say that yeah, it's a difficult time. I would say be open to things and to just explore. Use the time that you have to. You can still go look for a job, but then you know you can't look at a job 24/7, right? But also
Yeah.
use the time to kind of pursue things that interest you, to take up skills and like to you know you just have fun learning now that you're out of school. I actually enjoyed learning so much more once I finished my traditional school models. So I would say just take this time to kind of if you can't get employed straight away, just extend your learning and just you like let your curiosity lead your learning and find joy in learning.
All right, good one. Okay, we would have to end off today because I don't know, you know, Instagram has like a time cap limit of like 60 minutes. Yeah, if not,
Okay.
it will get automatically cut off.
Yeah.
So thanks so much, Nicole, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for taking time out, and it was like a good catch up session, because actually indirectly we are like catching up with each other. I mean, though this is live lah.